What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my dead channel. How is everybody doing? I hope you're all having yourselves a fantastic day. It's Yogi or Yogev. Anyway, we're gonna get straight into the title. You guys know what this is. Let's get into it. And if you guys couldn't have figured it out, it's 5 major problems with the iPhone X. Now, if you guys are Galaxy fans, which I know a lot of you guys might be, or Samsung, or Google phone, I don't know, whatever. People who don't have iPhones, if you guys don't know what that is, it's the newest iPhone that just came out. I know, oh, extraordinary, I don't really give a shit. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna be naming 5 problems with that, and they're severe ones. But if you guys can go ahead and do me a huge favor and go ahead and drop a like on this video. If we can get, like, I don't know, 25 likes on this video, that would be absolutely amazing. Maybe 30, maybe 50. I don't know. You guys smash the like button. Let's see how much we can get to. So starting off with that's 10. Number 5, each number that we go down, it's going to get more severe, and it's probably going to be a reason why people are not going to be buying that iPhone X. So for number 5, it is going to be the no home button. Obviously, people didn't like the no iPhone jack, because people had Beats and all that stuff that they can plug into their iPhone, but now they can't after they switched the iPhone jack to just the charger, which I still don't agree with, but it's still okay. Now, with the home button, it's really now difficult to do all of the stuff that you're used to doing, like assistive touch and all that stuff, and unlocking your phone. You don't do that anymore. You go with like your face scan or something, and then you have to like hold down to go to your passcode. It's something really complicated, and that's going to be going into my number 4. But before we go into the number 4 spot, I do want to say that yes, it could be an incentive for some people where they just lift up their phone and then they go ahead and the screen reads their face, or the program reads their face. But at the same time, what if you're wearing like sunglasses, a hat, lipstick, all this stuff? Like, will it still will it scan your face or face your scan? No, I'm not doing that. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much my question. I'm assuming it will be, because obviously it has to be super, out of the world extraordinary for it to be on an iPhone. So maybe it really is high tech, and it could read your face no matter what you put on. Obviously, if you have like a face transplant, you have a completely different head, then it's not gonna work. But now going into the number 4 spot, just like I said, it's going to be more complicated. The iPhone X, without the home button, things are more complicated. Like, for example, when you want to slide up and remove your pages, like your apps, you can't do that. You have to like hold down or something like that, and you have to wait about, I think, 2 to 3 seconds, and then that comes up. I believe it's on the bottom of your screen, and then you can slide up. And I believe it's something also with your menu where you can put do not disturb and change your brightness and like your volume and all that stuff. That's also a little bit different to get into. I'm not quite sure about that, but I know that the most, annoying part that people have told me that they have the iPhone X is when they have to hold down and do some other things to get their pages up so they can delete all their apps. And that was probably the main thing that people do with their iPhones, because that saves battery. But the software is pretty much the same thing. It's iOS 11. You have it on your iPhone 7, iPhone 3, whatever iPhone you have, it's still going to have that same software. So it's not going to be too different, but the complicated part is that there's no home button, and that you can't do what you're used to doing, with the home button on the iPhone X. Now, going into the number 3 spot is going to be the screen. I don't know what Apple was thinking. I think that they wanted to make sure that, your screen would look like a screen protector. Like, if you guys have ever had those like screen protectors where it's like glass and it literally curves into the camera, that's exactly what the iPhone X looks like. I think it looks a bit weird, to be honest. It doesn't, look like an actual iPhone. It looks more like an Android or something like that. But it's different, and I guess for me, I don't like it, but maybe for some of you guys, you might love it. You think it's the most, coolest thing ever, it's, I'm gonna buy it tomorrow. But no, with me, I think it's a bit weird, and honestly, I think the screen is also a bit too big. I don't know what people use that for. But the best way I can relate it to is pretty much like you have a screen protector on your iPhone or Android or any phone that you have, where it curves into like where the camera section is. That's exactly how it looks like, and it's a bit weird at first, but obviously, you get used to everything. But and obviously there's going to be a line out the door, out the out the mall, if there is one there. But I'm saying that the screen is just too weird for me, and that's the reason that I'm not going to get it. Now, this number 2 is going to affect a lot of people, and this is what turned off a lot of people with buying this iPhone X, is that the glass on both the back and the front of the iPhone. And what I've heard is that the glass is so much more sensitive than the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 6 and all of the iPhones before, because it shatters easily. And to replace the screen, the back screen, we're not talking about the front, the back screen is $550. You're paying half the phone, or more than half the phone, depends which one you get, to just replace the back of the screen. And then, oh great, now my computer shut off. But as I was saying, $550 to replace an iPhone screen on the back of your screen. We're not even talking about your front. But that's just crazy. That is the most I've ever heard Apple charge for just to remove the screen and place a new one. That's just insane. I don't even know how much the front is. That's probably like $1,000. Or it could be that the front is cheaper because the back is harder to take off, like the glass is harder to take off and then install. So maybe labor has kind of like a role in this. Now, number one, this is the biggest turn off of the iPhone series, and this is probably with every phone, that no one's gonna be going and getting this. Now obviously people who are rich and people who want the new iPhone are gonna be going, I don't give a shit about the price, I'm gonna go buy it, you know, either put my shit on the credit card. Anyway, and there you guys go. I pretty much gave you number one is the price. You're telling me, hold up, $1,000 for an iPhone? Bro, I'd rather go spend $1,000 on like a car. Not a great car, but it's still a car. $1,000 for a phone. That is the most expensive phone on the market as of now, and that's not even, that's the cheapest is $1,000. It can go up, I believe, to $1,300 for the 512 gigabytes or something like that. That's just insane. You're telling me $1,300 for a phone? And then to replace the screen is half the price, if not more? Yeah, you're funny. You're real funny. Like that, that's just too much for me. I think that, you know, iPhones are sticking to 700, that's even too much, but 700 to 800 and flat. But I guess, you know, iPhone X, hype it up, you know, 10 decade people, that's a 10 decade, a decade, you know, people are like, oh, Gary, I get the screen looking all weird. And then there you go, they buy it, and there's $1,300 on their credit card that they'll never pay. Anyway, guys, that has pretty much been the video. But before we end it, I want to end it on a good note. I'm going to be naming 2 things that are good about the iPhone X that I believe are also on the iPhone 8. One of them is the camera. On the iPhone X, it is the most, you know, I guess the best camera in the whole entire market right now. And any phone, iPhone X has the best camera out of any Galaxy, out of any Google phone, out of anything. iPhone X has the best camera. It's literally been proven, and you guys can see it. It's stunning, honestly. The camera quality is great, and that's one thing I can definitely say I did a good job on. The second thing is Animoji. That thing is the most hilarious thing I've ever seen, and that's why I've been debating on getting the iPhone, but I was like, it's not worth it. I know a lot of people got it for that reason and the camera, but the Animoji is so funny. But honestly, if you want me to be completely honest, there's gonna be an app that's gonna be coming out in literally the next week. I'm creating it, so like, it's, you know, it's a bunch of programming and all that. I'm completely lying out of my ass right now. I'm not creating the freaking, I'm not creating that stuff. I'm just saying, but it's most likely going to be created. How it's probably going to go is just like you think it is. You're going to go into the app, you get to pick an emoji that you want to be, and then you say whatever you want, you record it, and then you can save it to your camera roll and post it anywhere if you want, on Twitter, on Snapchat, on Facebook, or MySpace, whatever you guys want and whatever your heart desires. I don't really know. But guys, that has pretty much been the video. I really hope that you guys did enjoy it. You know, this is 5 problems with the iPhone X, and it's been Yogi, Yogev, dumb, anything you guys want to call me. I don't really care. I will see you guys in the next video. As always, I love each and every single one of you, and as always, I said that twice. But anyway, I'm going to end the video now. Peace!